Well, guys, we had that Sony State of Play come and go over the last weekend, and the online response doesn't seem to be what Sony was exactly expecting or hoping for. From what I can gather, and from what a lot of people are really saying online, Concord in particular seems to be getting most of the negative perception online. The like to dislike ratio on the trailers can be seen. It's like a 10 to 1 or something like that, I think, on the trailers, be they the gameplay or cinematics. It might be worse for the gameplay one, actually, which, it's not super surprising in my opinion. It's another example of one of those games that comes out and the concept seems a little dated or milked to the point where gamers are on a wide scale a little tired of this kind of stuff. This isn't something that really resonates with them to any significant level at this point. Now, the numbers won't lie, so we'll see what actually ends up happening with the game. And a big part of that is going to be the gameplay itself, for sure. When they have the early test in July, I think that's going to be a big indicator as to whether or not this game is going to maintain any sense of momentum and being able to keep itself going as a live service. So we'll see how things go. But, there's other stuff about the game. It seems a little formulaic, not just in the hero shooter kind of way, because there were two hero shooters there. There was also the Marvel Heroes game or whatever it's called. So, it's like, we'll see how things go with Concord, but online right now, as it stands, things are not looking super awesome for them. And along with the disappointment of this being, it takes up like about 33% of that state of play. So from that perspective, understand where people are coming from. Concord does not look like the type of game that people are waiting for to come out right now. There were also, when it comes to repetitive games, there were a couple of games that kind of gave me the same vibe as, like, I don't know, something that's trying to replicate the gameplay vibe and story of something like Sekiro or Ghost of Tsushima or Neo 2 or something like that. We just had that one samurai game come out in March. I forget the name of it, but, that's my point, is that I can't remember the names of all these games. I love Sekiro, I love Ghost of Tsushima, but the others are just like, dude, I can't keep up with all of this, but anyway, it's like I get where people are coming from when it comes to the state of play in those perspectives. But I gotta say, man, Astrobot looks pretty fun. I do believe this is. It's not even I straight up am. This is the most excited I have been for a PlayStation 5 exclusive so far. I don't care if it's $70. I'll get it day one. I mean, it's just this is the kind of game that I want. An actual video game. No microtransactions. No forced messaging of any kind in there. It's just trying to be a good, fun, wholesome game that anyone of any age can enjoy. Visually speaking, looks pretty good. Main thing for me is like, it really leans into the capabilities of the DualSense as a franchise based on, obviously the Astro's Playroom game that comes with the PlayStation 5. So with that in mind, it's like, well, that's going to make it so I have to play with the DualSense, and I just bought a different controller to last, over the course of the rest of the generation, as I've already been through two DualSense controllers. They both have pretty bad joystick drift. I'm sure it's not just me, but it's just I'm a little surprised that doesn't get more attention online, kind of like how the Joy-Cons for the Nintendo Switch got a lot of heat. But, I did get my PS5 earlier than most people, so I guess that does make sense. Like, I had a PS5 within 6 months of the console releasing, so yeah, I had mine more. I've had mine longer than most people have, so I get that. But still, it's like, I don't know. Anyway, I'm really excited for Astrobot, but I guess that's the one complaint I really have is like, I'm probably gonna have to get a new DualSense, and if I don't, I'm gonna have to either play with one of my old DualSenses and deal with the joystick drift, or play with my main controller and not get the full experience when it comes to the capabilities of the controller. So, anyway, that's my main thing about it, but even if it is full price, I'm gonna get it. I just don't know what I'm gonna do about the controller situation that I have right now. But that game looks good enough that I walked out of that state of play, or I, left that state of play, or whatever you want to call it, happy. It's a game that is a full game in my eyes that I'm going to get day one, that I'm more excited for than anything else that's ever come out only on PlayStation 5. And it's coming out in about 3 months, so that's pretty nice. Anyway, let me know what you guys think about that state of play down below. Do you agree with what people are saying online? Do you disagree? Let me know what you guys would like to see in anything else coming forward for Summer Games Fest. Thank you for watching, liking, sharing, subscribing, and sharing your thoughts. Keep leveling up, everyone, and take care.